Welcome to part 2 of the Standard American Accent. This is consonants and letter combinations and omissions. We start with T and D. First, T. These are both made with the tips of the teeth together. T, T, and you just blow a little air between. Time. It's crisp. Time. Tint. Trick. Kind of tricky. Trick. Taped. So there's an instance where the D at the end of taped sounds like a T, because it does. Taped. Afternoon. Afternoon. If you've already done part 1 with the vowels, you can utilize what you've learned with that and apply it to this. Best. Best. Between. Between. You'll notice the E, the first E in between is a schwa. Good. So D is very similar to T, but it's what we call voiced. So instead of just going t, t, which is purely air, d, d, you have to use your voice for that. So dock. 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 Dip. Dip. Dime. Dime, which is 10 cents for those of you who are foreign. Kind of tricky. Diamond. It looks like diamond, but if you say diamond, then we'll go. So for whatever reason, it's diamond. Diamond. Draft. Draft. So we've got a D in the beginning and a T in the end. Delve. 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 Dappled. 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 Radiant. Radiant. Good. So now we'll get into substitutions, because often, see now I just said often, but a lot of people would say often. Well, that's omissions, Amy. Don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, substitutions. Often, a T will end up sounding like a D. Butter. 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 Better. Better. And what my tongue is doing with the D is it's just brushing, the tip of my tongue is brushing right here, behind my teeth. Butter. Da, 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 da. Butter. Good. Water. So versus water. 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 Daughter. Daughter. We've got a word bought, but when we put it with her, bought her. I bought her a cup. I brought her a cup. Brought her, bought her. That's what happens when we put things together into sentences. You'll notice it starts to get a little loosey-goosey. Met and her, but when we put them together, met her. Met her. Met her. Sounds very strange out of context, but yeah, I already met her. We'll get there. Get it. Get it. So there's another T that ends up being kind of more like a D. Get it. And that's a good segue into omissions, because did you hear a T at the end of it? No, you didn't, because we get lazy and we don't put it in. You know what I mean. I said get it. Right? Omissions. And I'm going to go back to the one I said, which is often. I say often, but most of the people in this country would say often. Often. Mountain. Mountain. So it ends up just being kind of a glottal catch. This is your epiglottis back in here, and it's stopping the air. So instead of letting the T change the air, you're stopping the sound with the mount, mountain, mountain. Fountain, fountain versus fountain, fountain. I would probably say mountain and fountain, but if you want to be a normie, a normal kind of person, fountain. What? There's a T there, but I didn't say it. What? What? Bet. Bet. So I'm using my tongue to stop the sound instead of the T. I'm just taking the tip of my tongue and pressing it up here. Bet. What? Met. It. Got it. It. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Do you? So there's one where we don't really say the O in do. It's just, do you? Do you? We'll put a little schwa in there. Wanna. It's a very important word. Versus want to. Do you want to? Do you want to? Do you wanna? Do you wanna? Or Joanna. Joanna ends up being a little bit of a J in there. A little bit. But if you put that in, it'll ratchet you down into a little bit of youth. Do you wanna? Good. Now for TH words. And this can be particularly tricky if you're from a foreign country, because it's hard enough for the kids who were born here. So we have two different sounds that can come, just like with how D and T are very similar, but the D is voiced. With the TH sounds, we've got F and V. It kind of sounds like a drill. So how you make that is you put the tip of your teeth, or of your tongue, between your teeth. And if you just blow, that makes the first sound. The one with the little circle with the line in it. Thought. Thought. Or thought. Thanks. Thanks. Bath. Bath. Math. Math. Yes, if you're from England or the Commonwealth, it's math rather versus maths. Math. Path. With. Therapy. 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 Mouth. Mouth. Good. And the voiced kind of makes your lips buzz a little bit. And your tongue. Lather. Lather. Bathe. 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 Lather. Ooh, I went backwards. Father. 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 Mother. Mother. These. These. Those. Those. So you see how when I speed it up, you're taking the tongue and you're just kind of going those. Those. There. There. Weather. 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 It's the same as weather. Whether or not. It's not weather, cool whip. It's weather. Okay. R's. These, particularly if you're in an Asian country or a country where you have a different R to ours, watch and listen and pay attention, because it's a very American sound. The American R kind of revs you up. So, what I'm doing is I'm making a square shape with my lips. I'm tightening my cheeks, and I'm taking my tongue, and I'm kind of cupping it and moving it forward a little bit. So, L, ol, is this way. Ol, read, read. Ready, ready. Road, road. Real, real. So you want to be careful that it doesn't get a little V in there. Real, real. If you're in England, yeah. Bread, bread. It's a little trickier when you're combining it with other letters. Bread, bread. Friend, friend. Strict, strict, strict. Shrine, shrine. Shrink. Don't worry if some of these are way too hard. You'll get there. Just try it. You'll get there. Don't work so hard on one segment that you stress yourself out. Go through it, go on, and learning other parts of it will help you as you come back to those parts that are hard. Okay, but be honest with yourself. If you're not getting it, don't just think, oh, well, it's good enough, you know. Keep working at it. You'll get there. Shrink. Shrink. Strap. Strap. Prime. Prime. Father. There's that father again. I put in some of these words, home, road, father, mother, because they're ones you'll use a lot, and they're ones that you already have emotional attachment to. So they're the harder ones to change. They can be. Not necessarily. Maybe you're super swift. But they're ones to really pay attention to. Mother. Paper. Particularly if you're used to not pronouncing an R at the end of a word. Paper. So it's not paper, you know, I mean, I'm emphasizing it, but watch how I do it naturally as well, because you'll want to just kind of even that out a little bit. Picture, or picture, picture. Fingers. There. Report, or report. Gets a little schwa action. Report. Smart. Smart. Figure. Got that y in there. Figure. Sure. Sure. There's a schwa if there ever was one. Sugar. Sugar. Nearly. Nearly. Good. L's. Ol. So you're taking the tip of your tongue and you're curling it back just a little to get to the inside ridge of your teeth. So not all the way back here, but just a little. Ol. Lift. Luck. Little. Little. So you see how it's there and then it flicks back and then it comes back? Little. Label. Label. Blend. Blend. Lullaby. Lullaby. Good. S. This again, your teeth are closed just like a T or a D. But then your tongue, instead of being down at the ridge, comes up a little bit. Up and back. Sip. sand, stop, structure, 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 sassy, sassy, saxophone, saxophone. What's the O? That first O is a schwa. Saxophone. Past. Past. You'll notice that I'm doing an S that's a very standard any time period sound. S, s with the teeth. There are S's now where you use your lips together. And that's a choice, but it will limit you in terms of time periods that you can play. So I recommend s. Past. Pace. Space. Science. You can train your lips to stay back by smiling as you do it. Science. Good. Z. So, same positioning as the S, but for a Z or a Z, it's voiced, just like a D or a th, okay? So, Z. Sometimes S can make that sound as well. Zebra, not zebra, zebra. Zipper. Maze. It's a little trickier at the end of the word. Maze. Hazel. 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 Lazy. Lazy. Dazzling. Dazzling. We kind of stick an extra syllable in there, dazzle, because dazzle, but dazzling. Raspberry. Raspberry. And there's a definite berry. It's not brie. Raspberry. Raspberry. Zh is also voiced. Measure. Treasure. Those were the only ones that I could think of, but if you find more, apply it. The learning never stops. Ch, ch. So we just did zh, which is the voiced version, but ch is not voiced. Chips. Chips. Match. Watch. Champion. Champion. We are the champions. Chief. Chief. Each. Each. You'll notice sometimes I'll put the sound at the beginning of the word or the middle or the end because it can be trickier depending on what other letters are around it. So notice what's trickier for you and work a little bit extra on that. Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Each piece. Each piece. Each piece. Each piece. You'll notice it gets trickier when you put the words together. So I'm kind of putting a few of those tasters in there for you because there'll be more in the next section. J, J, jump. So j, similar to ch and j, but it's harder. It's got a little edge to it. J, jump. June. Jam. Gel. Angel. Angel. Manage. Manage. Manager. Age. Pageant. Pageant. Ent is a schwa. Pageant. Magical. Magical. Fragile. Put a little asterisk there because it looks like fragile, and you can say fragile, but more common is fragile. B. Okay, this is a voiced b, 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 similar to p, p. But we're doing the voiced one first this time to kind of break it up a little. So this is your lips together, b, and your voice. Born. Bubble. Bubble. Beauty. As in you are a beauty. About. About. And the A in about is a schwa. Absent. 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 Absinthe. Absolutely. That's a word we use a lot here. Absolutely. 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 Very good one. Grab. Grab. Get some grr in there. Maybe. Maybe. Baby. 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 Good. P. So P is unvoiced. Pack. Pop. Ooh, I just stuck that one in there because I thought of it, but it's good. Pop. Paper. Wrapper. Wrapper. Same as wrapper. Page. Pebble. So there we put both the P and the B together in one word. Pebble. Pebble. Apt. Apt. Map. Map. Camping. 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 Speakers. 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 Principle. 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 One moment to pause and be grateful for the magnificence of your anatomy right now, that you're able to learn this. You're doing a good job. Two more. We can't cover all of them in this one segment in the interest of time and your sanity, but we will, by osmosis, cover a lot in the next few segments. So we'll just end with W and V. So W, w, w. You have to really tighten your lips together, w, like the oo shape, versus V, v, which uses your lip against your teeth. V, w. Okay. World, world. Went. Whoa. Whoa. You're a Keanu Reeves fan? Whoa. Excellent. Mew. 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 Row. Row. Lawnmower. This one's tricky because there's a W in the beginning which you don't pronounce. It's not lawn mower, just lawnmower. That W affects the A, but isn't pronounced as a W. Lawn mower. Lawnmower. Lawnmower. Yawn. 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 While. Not while, but while. When. Which. Good. These. V is voiced. We can use that word first. Voiced. And the D at the end of voiced sounds like a T. Good. Vast. View. 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 Vehicle. Looks like vehicle. And you can kind of pop up the H, but really it's vehicle. 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 Every, even, victory! Well done, you! That's the end of part 2. We'll see you for part 3.